Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to set up the Git Sync plugin on our Grav website. Git Sync is an easy solution to automatically synchronize your Grav website and Git repository on services like GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. Setting it up is easy. All you need is a Git repo and a Grav site. Here's how. First, install the Git Sync plugin. Once the plugin is installed, a 4-step wizard will automatically appear. Now, select the Next button to start Step 1. In Step 1, we will select our Git service of choice. In our example, we'll use GitHub. Enter your username and either your password or a security token generated by the service you choose. Select Next to start the second step. In this step, you'll need to have a Git repository ready. Let's go ahead and set one up on GitHub. All you have to do is log into GitHub and head over to your dashboard. Select the plus sign in the upper right corner and choose New Repository. Give your repository a name and set its security settings. Git Sync works whether the repo is public or private. As long as you have access to the repository through your credentials, it will work. Now, select the Initialize this repository with a README box and Create Repository. Now, just to note, some Grav skeletons include a README file in the user folder. If this is the case, you should delete it prior to completing the installation of Git Sync. This will prevent any issues caused by having two files with identical names being synced at the same time. You now have a brand new repository we can use to sync with your Grav site. All you need to do is find the Git link for the repository. On GitHub, you can do this by selecting the green Clone or Download button and copying the Clone with HTTPS link. With this link in your system's clipboard, flip back to the wizard and enter that URL in the Git repository field and hit Test Connection. Once you have successfully tested, click Next. Now we're going to create a webhook that Git Sync will use to connect with GitHub. This hook allows your site to detect new content in your repository and pull it down to its local file system. To do this, first copy the payload URL from the text area labeled Payload URL. Then head to the repository on GitHub and click on Settings. Now click on Webhooks in the left sidebar. Click on the Add Webhook button on the right. Paste the URL you previously copied into the payload URL field on GitHub. Leaving everything else in its default state, click the Add Webhook button. Now just head back to Git Sync Wizard and select the Next button. In this final step, we're going to choose which data we want to synchronize. You can synchronize the site's content using the Pages option, but you also have the ability to sync its themes, plugins, config, and data folders. When syncing pages, any changes you make in the admin panel are automatically synced by the Git Sync plugin. Syncing the themes folder is an excellent way to collaborate with other Grav site authors to help you with theme modifications. However, be mindful of syncing the config and data folders, as they may contain information related to the security of your website and should only be synced if you are absolutely sure the repository you created is secure and private. Once you've selected what you want to sync, hit Save. After doing this, you're done. You should be able to see your site's data appear in your GitHub repo. To test the connection further, you can make a small change on one of the files in the repository and check to see if that change appears on your website. That's it. You have now set up Git Sync on your Grav website.